I'd love to welcome everyone to our first ever Africa Deep Tech Community Virtual Open Day. And I will go into more details about what the community is about. But first, I'd love to introduce myself. My name is Emeka Afigbo, and I am the convener of the community. And I will be working today with Fumi Olumoko. If you can come on and just say hi to folks, that would be great. But yeah, it is really, really exciting to have all of you here today and to share with you today what our community is about. We have a lot of exciting sessions, that span across the gamut of deep tech for you today, and it's going to be an exciting conversation with everyone. At this point, I wanted to take some time to give a welcome address. I don't know if it's much of a keynote. Just wanted to share what the community is all about and why we're doing this. Why are you here? Why did we invite you to spend your Saturday evening, morning, afternoon with us, depending on where you are in the world? So today's conversation is really about African deep tech and what the future holds or what we should be doing about it. Now, as a person, I have always been very much interested in everything that goes into the development and growth of technology. And I've always believed that it is very hard to separate technology from culture, right? The way technology evolves is very dependent on how, on the culture of the people that are evolving it, right? And so that's really, really important. Now, some time ago, I wrote an article that was trying to imagine what would the internet look like if it was invented by Africans, right? It was like one of those dreamy articles. And when I wrote that article, it was just me putting my ideas out there. And one of the things I said at the end of that article was, if you're interested in, having conversations about this or being in a community around this, please reach out, right? Let's start a conversation. And somebody reached out, and that person was Fumi, who is, working with me today on this event. And she said, hey, I read your article. I'd love to be involved. Let's do it. And basically, she motivated me to start what has become the Africa Deep Tech Community, which is basically a collection of like-minded Africans who are curious about emerging technologies, about research-based technologies. And, we get together to have conversations around this and support each other and, basically help everybody else feel like they are not crazy when they're thinking about all these far off things or seemingly far off things that Africans are trying to do around emerging technology. So the question for some of you who are hearing about this for the first time, you may ask the question like, what is deep tech and why is it important? Just to keep it very, very simple, I like using, I think it's Eric Raymond or somebody who defined deep tech as technologies that were impossible yesterday are barely possible today, and tomorrow will be so pervasive that we can't even imagine what life would be like without them. Right? That is the definition I like to use for deep tech. So under that, you have things like XR, advanced AI, some of the advanced IoT, robots, things like that, Web3, there's so much space technologies and all of that good stuff. Now, the question is, what is Africa's role here? Does Africa have a role? And that's really what the Africa Deep Tech community is all about and trying to figure out, right? Africa needs tech that works for Africans, and Africans need to bring their Africanness to developing globally relevant technologies, right? And that is really what the community is trying to do. Basically, we have this vision to reimagine technology that works for Africa. We have this vision of a global African community for research-based and emerging tech innovation. And we have the following objectives. The first one is to connect Africans, whether you're techie, whether you're creative, whether you're an artist, whatever it is, that are working on deep tech, because we believe that an interdisciplinary approach is important to realizing this dream. It's not just about, hey, I'm a software developer or I'm an engineer. No, we believe that with technology, everybody has to be involved. Whether you're an engineer, an artist, a linguist, a filmmaker, a philosopher, whatever it is, so long as you're interested in the advancement of easier and better and more beautiful ways of doing things for the region, then you should be involved in the conversation. We also want to create a safe space for cross-pollination of these ideas that are related to these emerging technologies, because we need that safe space to have these conversations. And thirdly, we want to create an environment to support the evolution of these crazy ideas from idea to MVP. We know that a lot of smart Africans are out there that have, of all ages and all walks of life, that have crazy ideas, but they don't have the environment or the ecosystem to encourage them to get these ideas from an idea, even to a prototype or an MVP, to show the world that this is possible, and want to create an environment to support that. And so in today's event, we have a few speakers that don't necessarily represent the gamut of everything that is deep tech, but we just wanted to give you a taste of some of the conversations that we do have in our community so that you can understand where we're going. And obviously, we invite you to join us.